Hello, everyone. Jim Rohn says, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what? They have planned for you. Not much. I love that little quote. So in today's video, before you start setting your 2022 goals, I have some important questions for you to answer in this last year or last week of the year. So I'm Gail Bates, and I'm an international business coach for direct sellers who are ready to add systems and strategies into their business. That's what I'm all about, is systems and strategies. So when you have systems and strategies, you can achieve the success you want, and especially using the planner tools that I've created to help you grow a successful direct sales business. So I'd love you to hit that subscribe button today so you're alerted every time I post a video, which is usually once or twice a week. So it's always been important to reflect and look back at the year that's been. Sometimes things just didn't work out the way we wanted them to, right? In fact, during that time when we were going through that, we had feelings of anxiety and even disappointment. But when we look back later, these disappointments usually turn out to be blessings. I know for me, this has probably been one of the hardest years of my life, but there are always blessings in between. So you really have to believe you are on a path that is taking you where you need to go. And I find that if I don't close out the old year properly, I really can't fully focus on the year ahead. So today I want you to take the time to think through 6 important questions that I'm going to ask you to review the year that's just passed. And you might want to get a pen and paper and write these down, because it's going to help you get very clear with your future journey into the next year. And it will even open up possibilities for an incredible year in 2022. So let's get started. Question number 1, what were your accomplishments last year? Accomplishments give you a feeling of success. They don't have to be huge accomplishments. They can be pretty small, like just implementing one strategy that worked or being consistent with one thing. That was actually my big accomplishment in 2021. One thing that I accomplished every week was sending out my easy to all of my clients. I did it without fail every week. But it's that feeling, that you achieve something. That's the accomplishment that actually moved your business forward. So really think about that question. Question number 2, how much did your business grow last year? I'm talking about how many new customers did you bring into your business, or how many new team members did you add to your team? Or perhaps you saw growth in holding more parties or sharing your business opportunity more. Knowing how you grew gives you great input to plan for next year. So be sure to answer this question. Question number 3, what was the greatest lesson you learned? I believe lessons learned are blessings because they usually come from overcoming obstacles. And overcoming obstacles is really getting clear with what you want and having the patience to move through it. So answer that question, write it down. What was the greatest lesson you learned? Question number 4, what social media worked well? Social media is a part of our lives now. We have to keep up and stay focused on what works. And I caution all my coaching clients to come from the less is more thinking with social media, because it's important to gauge your social media participation in using the right platform to get the right results. And so I want you to reflect on this so you don't spin your wheels on needless tasks or scrolling a lot on the wrong platforms in 2022. And question number 5 is, what was your net profit or maybe your loss for last year? Now, this is all about the numbers in your business, and you really have to pay attention to the numbers, even if you're not a numbers person, because numbers tell stories that help you in future planning. So I want you to write this down. What were your total sales and commission last year? It's the total amount of money that came into your business. What was that came into your business last year? And then write down your total expenses for last year. And of course, the difference is either you made a profit or you made a loss. It's really important not to get discouraged by these numbers. They are just numbers, but you must know them if you want to move forward, because numbers can grow as soon as you know where you dream to go. And question number 6, what or who are you most grateful for this year? Oprah says, gratitude improves your life. So think about the year that's passed Even with all the obstacles and hardships, there is always something or someone to be grateful for. So keep yourself humble and always be grateful. Now, it's these 6 questions that are laid out in my business vision workbook. And answering them with integrity will give you a clear path to setting your 2022 goal. So right now, your assignment is to download this workbook. It's free, and the link is below. And review and reflect on your past year. And then in my next video, next week, when it's a new year, we will tackle the questions to help you plan that year ahead in 2022. Now, in the workbook, there's a page with an exercise for you to close out your past year. Don't miss that step. You actually put your hand in a circle, you close your eyes, you take a deep breath, and you give thanks and release all that is old. Then you're ready to plan for a whole new year. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel and come back next week for questions that are going to help you plan your new year.